Good evening. Greetings in your time zone. Sorry, guys, I'm late. Sorry, I'm late. We had a time change. So we had a time change, Mwebantu. So it's still instead la kunuma. So that's why I'm late. I forgot that Zambian time didn't change. So my time change is now 11 a.m. la kunuma. That's why I'm late. So I'm sorry. Apologies. Yes, I have to come at 11 a.m. my time. Yes. So let's share, guys. Mama Matipa will be joining me. Mama Matipa will be joining me. Mulishaniwa Judy, good to see you. Let's share and invite people. We have a lot of important topics today. Let us share a few minutes to share. Anyway, now, Wheeler, you guys are already at home, so there's no rush, right? For me, I'm just starting my day, but you guys, especially in Zambia and in Europe, it's already in the evening. So let's just chill. Let us chill. Let me play a song while we wait, while I share. Abantu ba joining. Hi Sisi, Brian, Mulishani, Patson Mumba, good to see you. Sorry, we are running late. Time changes, different time zones from India. Avena India Monchendi. Welcome everybody. Chiteni share. Invite everyone. Good evening, comrades.
Good evening, comrade. How are you?
I'm very well. Sorry about the misunderstanding. We changed our time. We had a time change difference yesterday. So we took our clocks an hour behind.
So with my older brother.
Hey, that is my Secretary General of Ubuntu Party.
We receive.
The SG Ubuntu Party, we are coming.
We can't. We are even anxious waiting for the president. The SG will be at the airport waiting for the president.
Yes, the first woman president of the Republic of Zambia.
Yes. We are
welcome,
following.
Gentlemen, great people. I'm sorry I'm late, but that's
no. It is fine. We just wanted to assure you that we are following you religiously.
Amen.
God
and we are honored to have Umanda here on the Ubuntu show. We are honored. It's an honor and privilege to have the real members of parliament that you see in Amanda Hill on the floor of the parliament, to have them on Ubuntu Fora. This is the real definition of democracy. And the exciting thing is you are you know?
Yes.
Yes, because
comrade, I hope you are going to talk about the breach of Article 74 of the Constitution.
Of course, definitely. My computer is here. I downloaded the Constitution, so I'm just going to pull up
Comrade. Do some lawyers understand the Constitution? I don't. Because it depends which school they went to. There are some lawyers who don't even understand the Constitution. I think they think that maybe because
the Constitution is written in English. Anyone can understand it. Read it.
The Constitution does not say a Secretary General shall notify or write the Speaker. The Constitution says the
opposition with the highest number of members in parliament shall elect a leader of opposition. Now, in this case, we are told the Samngonga chose our leader of opposition. That SG who is not even a member of parliament. How?
Now, this is what I'm saying.
It is crazy what is happening. There is a lot of violation of the constitution, and that is misconduct. That is tantamount to misconduct. So we are not going to allow it.
No,
we are not going to allow the constitution to be read and whatever they are doing to the constitution under our nose while we are watching. We will speak.
We won't want to disturb you much, but we are following. Want to listen from your submissions, and we still from your point of wisdom.
Yes, and you can come in. The show is just starting, so I think the constitution we'll talk about. Do you want us to talk about it first or last? The appropriation of the constitution.
Yes, Article 74.
Yeah.
Now, Your Excellency.
Yes, Honorable.
But Your Excellency, as your SG, I'm very worried because the women in Zambia now, they seem to be not trusted just because of one individual who wants to destroy the women.
The credibility of women.
Yes.
Yeah,
one
bad apple shall not spoil women. One bad apple, even on an apple tree.
So as you are discussing, ask some organization to talk to that certain woman to say things change, can turn. Life is like weather. Today it's cold, tomorrow it's hot, just like that. But don't take advantage of people, because even in Petauke, people are worried to say, where are we going? Is this person really has got papers as a lawyer to occupy this office? Because that office, it needs a lawyer. So they're even surprised. Is it a lawyer or an accountant or a mechanic? Because even me as a mechanic with short English, I understand very well the constitution as your SG. Now someone who claims to have even gone through the theory to fail to understand the constitution, it's a circus. So you talk about that. You talk about that, and we want a lot of now those organizations to speak up, to protect now, to protect the women in future to be appointed, because it will be questionable to appoint women.
And you see, members of parliament are elected to speak in parliament, not to sit idle and just do yeah. We are there to speak. If you don't allow us to speak from parliament, where do you want us to speak from? Then remember, all these undemocratic tendencies were taking place after the burial of the son of the soil, Amusa Mwanamwambwa. May his soul rest in eternal peace. She had said a lot of good things about Amusa, how he would suspend parliamentary business just for him to guide members. But for her, it's leave the house. Leave the house. How?
And Your Excellency, another point, I've seen other media follow. They are saying that which constitution which was bleached. Now you talk about the way constitution was bleached. I was suspended for 7 days because procedure was followed. I was named. After named,
She goes to say 14 days.
She goes to say 14 days. If any days was about to be added on my suspension, she was supposed to name me again, to call me to say, Honorable Banda, can you come back? I'm naming you again, and then add that 7 days. So she breached the constitution. We don't know, maybe, I'm sure in Petauke, we are going to have, we are opening a college for Ziare, so, for refresher, so that we call these other people to do refresher courses, especially for Ziare.
Yes.
Even
before then, for me, this is another very important point. Remember, he was elected in Petauke, and the results are there. I was elected, and that's the reason I sit in parliament. For this particular speaker, we didn't elect her. She was imposed on parliament. There is no record showing that we voted for a speaker in Zambian parliament. No one can show us the results. We vote so many times in parliament, but we never voted for her. And then you are saying you are practicing democracy. How? There are no elections.
What about if someone is well qualified and then he goes to that hospital near Levy Hospital?
Pachina.
Then now, when he's discharged and then he take up the position, are the qualifications still the same?
No.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Then we need to question. Yes, so thank you, gentlemen, honorables. We are honored, we are privileged to have the real people who sit on Manda Hill on Ubuntu Show. And viewers, I see a number of you are trying to join. Just give us time to deliberate, and then after 30 minutes or an hour, we'll bring you in. Yes, just give us time.
And before you go, there's a Masenga here who has said, Madam, also the strip club, this new non-government Zambian is the Christian nation. Have you seen this strip club?
Yes, we talked about that before.
It has opened. It has opened in Long Acres, unfortunately.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Well,
that's
where this government. So whose children are going to be stripping in those clubs? That is my question.
Can you imagine? No, we'll follow you.
Strip club. Anyway, because the topic here as a mother, this is like, anyway, this topic of strip club,
okay.
Let's
we'll follow you for now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
All the best.
Yes. Nick, your signal is, your phone is like shaking.
Yeah, I'm wondering why.
Okay.
Let me just change phones.
Right. Okay. Thank you guys. Welcome. We are here. We're just joined by our honorable members of parliament, JJ Banda and Honorable Munia Zulu, and they are here to talk about the issues that are happening currently in Manda Hill. Share the page. This page is clamped. A lot of people, they don't even see when I go live. They don't get notification. So somebody is interfering with the notifications and the visibility of the page in Zambia right now. We are a country of rule of law. The president always says Zambia is governed by rule of laws. Now, I don't think the president is instructing people to mess with our transmissions or with our broadcast. I think it's just some overzealous UPND cadres, but praising Mulechta over. Stay in your lane, we're praising it's like that person who will indicate the plane which was on lease and they put the HH's name on there. Don't overdo your, do not stop the sharing of information. Zambia is a democracy. We are free to share our opinion, to share our freedom of speech, opinion, and affiliation. Yes. And share information. I was sharing today when I woke up. I received the latest news updates. about our kwacha, and I shared that on my page. And a lot of praise singers were coming to my page and telling me I am alarming the nation. It is a shame. So when we say how poorly the kwacha is doing, we are alarming the nation. You want to take over even the truth? You want to blind Zambians with lies? As is evident as how ZNBC now is disgraced. ZNBC has been called out to share lies. So you want even me to share what is not happening. You want me to say that the kwacha is performing positively when the kwacha is the second worst performing currency in the world, besides us being in the top 10 producers of copper. Second producer of copper in Africa. We have 5 uranium mines. We have, I don't know, gold mines. We have cobalt, we have lithium, we have nickel. Keep this in mind. I want to remind you that even when our economy is doing poorly, we have what it takes to make Zambia the fastest growing state in Africa. Yes. So our topics today, we are going to talk about what is happening in Parliament. That is really important. And then we are going to talk about, there is a comment which was posted by Linda Banks on her page. I personally don't follow Linda Banks because she blocked me, but a number of people saw that post on Linda Banks' page, and they asked me to talk about it. They sent me a screenshot of what Linda Banks said on her page, and the people have raised concerns on that post which Linda Banks posted. It's not me. I have nothing against Linda Banks, but in fact she even blocked me, so I don't even know what goes on her page or what she's writing. So we'll talk about the article by Linda Banks, and then we'll also talk about Chela Tukuta. We'll talk about what has happened to Chela Tukuta, that he has been given a job at Zambia Daily Mail. We'll talk about that too, Chela's new appointment. And then we'll talk about the milling meal from South Africa has started arriving. The imported milling meal has started arriving from South Africa. So we'll talk about that too. So 1, Linda Banks, 2, Chela, 3, the imported milling meal, 4, we'll talk about the Constitution, and 5, we'll talk about the strip club that has just been opened. So Mama Anik, the floor is yours. I hear some echo on your phone. I don't know what's happening.
Mama Pumulo, not only echo. My face is invisible.
So your face is invisible?
Yeah. Let me try and rejoin.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll get started, and Mama Matipa, let me share. But David Impundu, you can come in. But David Impundu couldn't. But David, I tried to add you, but it wouldn't let me add you. So unfollow and follow back the page. But David Impundu. Yes, so welcome guys. We are just getting started. We are running late. Let us deliberately, respectfully. If you insult anyone on this page, you are on your own. This page is a Ubuntu forum page, but if you come here to insult anyone, those people you are insulting, they will come after you. I don't encourage any kind of insults or vulgarity on this page. Let us try to be as professional as we can. Yes. So let me just tag a few people and then we'll get started. But Nikki, maybe you can try to unfollow me and follow me back. So we'll get started a little bit here. Okay. So I'm just tagging a few people there and then we get started. Okay. So let's get started. The first topic is I want to talk about the Linda Banks comment she made, and I'll read it to you. It's on my page. If you haven't seen the comment that Linda Banks made, I posted it on my page. So here it is. So Linda Banks wrote yesterday, a faction of Catholic Church is secretly at the core of birthing an amalgamated coalition party against the new dawn with ECL as Kingmaker, Dr. Membe Kalaba, KBF, etc. already at advanced planning. This is according to a source close to the story, Linda Banks. So yes, so Linda Banks is actually alleging that the Catholic is secretly trying to form a political party. So concerned citizens sent this screenshot to me, and they are worried that, you know, how is Linda Banks able to get this information? And also the other concern is like a lot of information has been coming from Linda Banks, and some of the information is classified information, and people would just like to know if Linda Banks is part of the UPND government, because, you know, I used to follow Linda Banks, but she blocked me. But sometimes her statements, they seem like she's non-partisan, and then on her page she has a profile, a picture with the president. So we just need to know. I think the government should let everybody know if Linda Banks is actually an operative of the Zambian government, or she has some diplomatic role there, because otherwise sharing this thing, accusing the Catholic Church of secretly trying to form a political party in Zambia, I think that is like, wow, really. The Catholic Church, as we know, is a huge institution. It has survived over 2,000 years. It has survived. It is present in most parts of the world. And the Catholic is an organization which helps poor people. And I think for Linda to post this on her page, I think she can do better than that. Linda cannot start fighting a war with the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church is a big organization, global phenomenon. In Zambia, it's big. And I just want to advise Linda to say, Linda, I think do not involve the church, especially the Catholic, in your politicking. Yes. Because it won't end well. Catholic, they save people. They are not there for cheap politics. And Catholics have been the only church in Zambia that stand with the people. On the other hand, we have all these other, especially prophetic Pentecostal churches. They are like Baturiemo. They are always prophesying this and guiding opinions of politicians. Catholics have never been a Baturiemo. And if any religious institution deserves respect in Zambia, it's the Catholic. So I think dragging the name,
Mama,
I can't see you, it's dark.
Yeah, you can't see me because it's telling me to subscribe. And I haven't yet gotten my new Visa card. My card hasn't yet come.
Okay, it's okay. We can hear your voice. It's telling you to subscribe?
Yes.
Why?
Well, it says that you need to subscribe to your channel. Otherwise, I cannot appear on your program.
Okay. All right. No problem. I think it's okay. What matters is your voice. People can still hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. But do you have any other Facebook account besides the one that you are using?
No.
Okay. So let's just go ahead. So I talked about Linda, and then I also want to talk about Chela. And the rumor is that Chela was called to the State House and he was offered a job. But last week, we saw that Chela was making announcements against the government, and that is going to tour the northern provinces and explain and apologize to the northerners that there is tribalism in UPND. And I've just seen a comment here, someone saying that someone has said that the Chela story is fake. Well, there is no smoke without fire because Chela has gone mute. Chela, before this rumor, was trying to talk and saying that he has a lot of news to implicate UPND and what is really happening in UPND. So my comment on that is like, what is UPND really hiding? What is UPND really hiding? To a point where when anyone comes up and threatens them, they give them a job, you know? They have given Siawan money, we don't know, but it is rumored that Siawan was given 400,000 US dollars when he.
Mama Pumulo, on that issue, can you hear me?
Yes.
On that issue of Chela Tukuta, I don't know why there's an echo because I have closed all my sound.
Now
maybe
the
you
echo
check
is
your
gone.
phone.
Now you are clear.
Okay,
yeah.
Because there is a posting from Tabo Kawana on Facebook that is just come on that no such position as deputy editor in charge of photography or chief photographer at Zambia Daily Mail exists. It follows therefore that no such appointment can be made or has been made, and the public is encouraged to ask those claiming to have been appointed to produce the purported letter of appointment. So UPND has refuted these claims.
Okay, that's good. And this is what we need.
Yeah.
We need UPND to be coming on and clarifying issues. Once there is an allegation, they clarify the issue. Yes. So we talked about Linda, Chela, and the other thing we are talking about is, you know, we saw a letter today from Bank of Zambia. We saw a letter from Bank of Zambia saying that the Bank of Zambia increased the deposit ratio. Sorry, let me just, they increased the deposit ratio in order to save the kwacha. The kwacha is doing really bad. It's going almost to 23 kwachas to $1, you know? So, you know, again, we are not happy. This is not something that we are happy about, but we are just saying that they are doing it the wrong way to save the kwacha. We need a production-based economy in Zambia. We need to be collecting taxes from the miners. We need to nationalize these mines, like all these mines, uranium. If they haven't started producing uranium, let them expedite the production of uranium so that as the economy can start receiving money. We saw the German president in Zambia. He landed in Zambia last week, and there has never been a German president come to Africa, to Zambia before. And why did he come? The answer is simple. The German president came because there is a crisis. They're using uranium for power. And in Niger, they were getting cheap, almost free uranium from Niger, Burkina Faso, and those countries in West Africa. In West Africa, that door is closed. So you will see all these people from the European countries coming to Africa to get our resources, where I think in Zambia now we have, you know, we are getting as little as 3% on some of these mining deals, and then they waive the taxes. And we are here to just say, can the new Don government do the right thing by the people? Charge these people the market price so that Zambians start benefiting from the natural resources. The map is there of the deposits of uranium in Zambia. Again, praise singers, you are very ignorant. A lot of people come on my page and start telling me, stop alarming people. We are talking about the what is there. So for people to know the truth, it's an alarm to you praise singers. If you have 5 senses, you respect someone who's telling the truth. There is no reason for Zambia to be importing maize from South Africa. We are importing maize. The pictures are there. The imported maize has come from South Africa, and they exported our non-GMO milling meal to import GMO milling meal. Isn't that crazy, you people? I posted a picture of the milling meal from South Africa. A praise singer wrote to me to say, stop alarming the people. So what do you want us to do? Your government is the one which came and they exported the healthy milling meal, non-GMO, and within 2 years, they start importing milling meal from South Africa, which I think is GMO, I'm not sure. And then some other praise singer took that same picture of that milling meal in ShopRite, which is a 20 kg, and the praise singer was like, hey, they will be talking, meanwhile the price is reducing, and the price was 189. The price was 189 kwacha for a 20 kg bag of milling meal. So again, we see these lies after lies. Do you think Zambians are that gullible? Honestly, why am 20 kilos of milling meal and the price tag is 189, and then you start saying the price has reduced? The price has reduced because you have reduced even the kilos. Let us stop this politics of cheating people. So I move on from that. We saw also ZNBC has now been caught up in the web of lies. They lied about Mao Sampa meeting the US ambassador in November, when actually that meeting was in May. And the ambassador himself came to refute those lies. So my question to you as ZNBC, you are all qualified journalists there. Are you doing your research, or someone is telling you what to post? When we are telling you that this government is compromised, you are refusing. Mwalite Mokulanda. Eh? This is what they used to do. These governments, this is how these governments were able to deceive people by controlling state-owned media and the broadcasting lies. Now, because everyone is their broadcasting network, people are able to catch lies and share these lies for the public to know. It is a shame for ZNBC to start broadcasting lies. This is our national broadcasting. It should be the connection of news from the world to Zambia. Yes. So again, lies pama and there's another scandal going on in the energy sector, in the fuel sector. You know, the government is making 9 kwacha per liter. That is another theft. Not only ubufi na busakala, vale mibila. Not only motorists, every Zambian. because that 9 kwacha extra which a Zambian, a motorist is paying, if it's a minibus or a taxi or Yango, if the Yango driver pays 9 kwacha extra for the gas, it translates to increased charges for everything. So this government is stealing 9 kwacha per liter from everyone. We all use fuel. Yeah? They decided to go with the fuel vendor who is charging more. What kind of government is this who is there to impoverish people? Single sourcing. I have said that this government has captured most state institutions, and somebody saying you are lying. So what do you call it? If we have single sourcing to get fertilizer, what is that? It is state capture. If you have single sourcing to buy medicines, that is state capture. If you have a whole Zambia police guarding Miles Sampa as if he is the first Republican president, escorting him from the airport to the house to guard in parliament, what is that? It is state capture. You can't be wasting our tax resources guarding Miles Sampa like he's the one who got independence from Abasungu. Even KK who got independence from Abasungu didn't have that kind of security detail from Zambia police. It is a shame. And for me, I am speaking to you by praise singer. For me, I have talked enough for New Dawn. New Dawn will never listen. Now we just have to talk to people who are still cheering them. You are the problem. The problem is these people who are still cheering these failures, the raping of our constitution. Now coming to Iyashiriamu Parliament, what is happening in Parliament? It is a shame. And you know, to start this topic of the Parliament, before I start it, I think Anik, you can come in and share your views.
Thank you, Mama Pumulo. I will first start with the accusation that the Catholic Church is here to host the government today. I want to be very clear that the Catholic has never hosted any government. It merely offers guidance and offers checks and balances. What removes a government is the people, the citizens of that country. The very citizens that put you there are the same citizens that will actually remove you. Secondly, I will go to there's a story going around of a possible suspension of MPs. I first of all want to say, you know, MPs are the people that elect the leader of opposition. It is in the Constitution, Article 74 of 2. It's very clear that it is the MPs that elect the leader of opposition. And so, Madam Nelly Muti would like to disrespect the Constitution by asking a fake Secretary General appointed by Miles Sampa, who advised her to announce this illegal leader of opposition. And again, that is raping the Constitution. You know, when you rape a constitution, you rob a nation of their rights. You disrespect the rule of law that it normally brings democratic decay. So we need to stop promoting an assessment of constitutional risk, whether it's anyone with a standing to do so, because it challenges the constitutionality and legality of its conduct. So abuse of the Constitution promotes anarchy, it promotes chaos and disorder, and it really decreases democracy. You know, more MPs from one party should not promote such vices. And this I would like to call upon the UPND. This will come to haunt you later. Bad decisions that you make whilst in government come to haunt you later. Abused constitution usually stems from a crisis in a liberal democracy. And so people need to be careful. Of course, we have unquestionable traditional values, and these are found in myths that are perceived as more meaningful than the law and the constitution. But another important context of abused constitution is the negative constitutional consensus of a passive electorate. You know, so MPs should be keen to show interest in the respect of the constitution, as it has a bearing on the democracy, on functioning of the democracy in a country. But this usually comes to light when somebody abuses their power. You know, abuse of power equally has consequences. The person who abuses power usually is disconnected from the people that put them in office. The people that put you in office are not those MPs, those UPND MPs that are in parliament. No, the people that put you in office are the citizens of Zambia. And so if you disassociate yourselves from the citizens of Zambia, you are headed for failure. Those MPs supporting your decision did not put you in office. So one has to be very careful. It's very dangerous for the people in power to only be surrounded by people who put you in office. It's a danger. We here on this platform, we are here to help you with our checks and balances. But usually African leaders want to harm those that disagree with them, those that disagree with their governance, merely really out of ignorance. It's our duty as citizens to challenge these leaders when they veer away from ethical behavior. It's called ethical behavior. To not be corrupted with power, one needs to be strong enough to know that you don't know it all, and not be afraid to work with people that oppose you. In every society, there are people that will oppose you. And when that happens, then you have a healthy democracy. Because UPND, you are killing yourselves, you are killing the democracy upon which you ascended to power. You ascended to power because, you know, there was a good democracy. People went and voted for you. And they didn't vote for you while there was bloodshed in the country. It was a peaceful voting. In fact, we even have to thank the previous government that the voting that happened in 2021 was very, very peaceful. So UPND, do not try to kill that democracy under which you came into governance. It will be very, very dangerous for you should you wish to come for another term. Mama Pumulo, that's my contribution for now. I will give it to you to continue. But, you know, you ask yourself, why do people abuse power when they get it? Usually it's because sometimes they feel inferior and often seek out positions to make them feel better. Whereas most people derive self-esteem from accomplishment, intelligence, others lack those characteristics. So others need this power to increase their self-esteem. Because usually some of them come on the throne because of the lies that they promised the electorate. When you look at an example of Vendetta, honestly, Vendetta owns 80% of KCM and Zambia only owns 20%. Vendetta promised to pump in 1.2 billion US dollars before operation. But have they done so? And we ask ourselves, what will Vendetta bring to the Zambian community in the Copper Belt? Because when you agree that somebody should come and start digging in your grounds, and they will be leaving big holes in that ground, in those grounds, what will they do for the community? Will they build hospitals, better schools? Will they make their living better? Will they empower your citizens? But alas, it has not been the case. We hear that now Vendetta is about to start operations without the money they promised to pump into KCM. This is equally another topic that needs to be questioned to the UPND government. For now, I'll end it at this, Mama Pulu.
Thank you so much. Thank you. There is a lot going on in the country, and if you're at home and you have your laptop or your computer, I'm just asking you to pull up the Zambian Constitution. The Zambian Constitution is a very simple document, and it is written in simple English. So we are going to go to the first article I want us to refer to, is article number 72.2, and I'm going to read it. So article number 72.2, and that is talking about electing the article 72, actually 74, sorry, 74.2. I'm just pulling it up. Be patient. Download the Constitution. You can download the Constitution from the National Assembly website. Yes, because we are talking the rule of law here, that we are not going to do chpante pante, where people are just going to do whatever they want. So Article 74, leader of the government business and leader of opposition, the president shall. That's number one. Number two, the opposition political party with the largest number of seats in the National Assembly shall elect a leader of the opposition from amongst the members of parliament who are from the opposition. This one is very important, and I shall read this, and while you can click this and circulate. Article 74.2. The next article I want to read is Article 82. Article 82, and it is talking about the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly. So I'll take you down to B. Article 82, number 6, the member of parliament shall elect a speaker and a deputy speaker. Members of parliament shall elect. Now, we all know that Nelly Muti was not elected. She was imposed. That is a fact. So that in itself is an abrogation of the Constitution. And you can bear me witness, our honorable members of parliament, they were here a few minutes ago stating this fact that the current speaker was not elected
by members of parliament. She was imposed.
But what is she doing in parliament?
This is where they should impeach her. All members of parliament need to impeach her, and it is 1/3. It's not 2/3. Vela Bepat need 2/3. You are lying and misinforming the people. I'm coming down to the article because the Bible says, "My people shall perish to lack of knowledge." So in the Constitution now, we have established that this speaker has to be elected. We all know she was not elected. She was handpicked and imposed. So she is not even supposed to be there. Before she starts suspending people and expelling people from parliament, let her expel herself. Nelly Muti, you were not elected by the members of parliament. So everything you are doing there is illegal because you were not elected. Let's get things straight. Before you start mistreating all the honorable people who were elected, do you know what an MP has to go through to win an election? But Nelly Muti, the speaker, was handpicked and put in that position. And instead of doing justice to the person who appointed her, who gave her the silver spoon, the keys to the kingdom, she is abusing the person who appointed her. And it is a shame. Nelly Muti was picked from nowhere to become a speaker, as the first woman speaker in our Zambian parliament, instead of doing justice, her job, instead of representing the women well, instead of representing the appointing folk well. What has she done? Now we are even looking here to say, fellow Zambians, Article 82, number 6, it clearly says the speaker needs to be elected. She was not elected, she was handpicked. Now, I come to Article 83, which talks about removal of speaker on specific grounds. Article 83, number 1, member of parliament supported by at least 1/3 of parliament may move a motion of removal of the speaker or the deputy speaker, alleging the speaker has violated the constitution. In this case, Article 83, number 1, the two apply to the speaker, 1A and the 1C, violation of the speaker and the gross misconduct, and it is 1/3. What is 1/3 of 156? What is a 1/3 of 156? 156 divided by 3, Nishinga. Let me calculate it. It's not 2/3, it is 1/3. 156 divided by 3, it is 52. So there are 58 signatures there. There are 58 signatures which have been signed on that petition. And it is clearly stating 1/3 of the members of parliament can remove the speaker. It is there. Go to it. Article 83 of the Zambian Constitution. So if you are there, Bamunia Zulu, JJ Banda, those signatures are sufficient to remove Nelly Muti as speaker. You have the numbers, and these praise singers were responding to say it is 2/3. 2/3, my foot, when Yebuhata, Ufi. We know how to read the constitution, and according to the constitution,
Nelly Muti should be out of the Manda Hill right now. Those signatures are enough to remove her for misconduct. And then it was an illegal appointment. Nelly Muti's appointment was illegal because the members of parliament did not vote for her. And what we are talking here is not about sexuality or sexism. It's about performance. The brain of a woman or of a man, they function the same. What is the difference is the hormones we have due to our biological functions as a woman. We are able to get pregnant and have menstrual periods and all that thing. That's the only difference. But you should not question the performance of a woman when she's given a professional role. We are the same. Of course, we need to be tolerated when we have a biological things going on, but those things do not cloud our thinking capacity and performance. And we are here to say, ladies and gentlemen, Article 53 of the Zambian Constitution says clearly one member of parliament, at least one-third. Now, 1/3 of 156 is how much? Is it 52? We have 58 signatures. So it is on. Stand your ground. Let this constitution not be raped. Let this constitution not be torn into pieces. And the evil people continue to rape the constitution and abuse our people. Abuse the democracy which was fought for by our freedom fighters. We are not going to allow it. Baneli Muti mwambie okulonga. Baneli Muti, you are a lawyer. You should have known all this. You should have known that your conduct in parliament will lead to this. Yes. Nelly Muti, you should have known that your conduct in parliament will lead to this. Because you knew that PF, they have 60 members of parliament. That is more than a third. But you are lying, manipulating numbers, saying they need 2/3. When did it change to become 2/3 to remove, to impeach a speaker? When? Because the last time I checked, the major changes in the constitution, the major amendments in the constitution, the last time I checked, they were in 2016. And the copy that I'm seeing now of the Zambian constitution is saying that 1/3 of the opposition or members of parliament, not only opposition. Now I'm speaking to the members of parliament. Members of parliament, think about the people who sent you to parliament. Don't think about it, the allowance you are getting. If you are honorable, if you are an honorable member of parliament, you should even forsake that allowance that you are getting. Or when you receive it, donate it, go and buy food in your constituencies where people are suffering, and we have the highest poverty levels since, I don't know, since the history of Zambia. Because even before independence, hunger was not an issue. Hunger is an issue of the independent countries in Africa now. When we are discovering minerals which are worth more than uranium is worth more than $100 per metric ton. Uranium was $80 a metric ton before the French were shut down in Nigeria. But after the uprising and the shutting out of the French in Nigeria, the price of uranium has gone up by, I think, a third or a quarter, which is taking the price of uranium up to about $100 per metric ton. And Zambia, we have 5 uranium mines, and some of them, they are saying they're still exploring. What are you exploring when your people are dying and perishing from hunger? And this item you're exploring is on popular demand. Why can't you start mining, fast track mining, and sell these minerals so that you take your people out of poverty? So we'll be here, we'll be talking one day. We'll be here, will be talking. Bottom line, I see a lot of people watching here. If I want you to take away this thing, a lot of people who are watching, the takeaway you should take away is the members of parliament need 1/3 to impeach a speaker. Yes, misconduct is a lot of things that can be encompassed in the word misconduct, but the required signatures have been collected. 1/3 of 156 members of parliament is 52. We have 58. Yes. It is not right. We cannot have a government which is supporting criminality. Criminality is being supported by the New Dawn government. Miles Sampa, he said he was going to have a retreat. The retreat that turned into a convention. That is crime number 1. From there, he went to the police and got fingerprints in the night. Miles Sampa got fingerprints in the night and they were cleared. The convention was the 24th of December. Miles Sampa with the convention yakwe. And that day, 24th of October, that is a sacred day. That's the day we remember our freedom fighters and celebrate the freedom. But no, they were plotting evil. Instead of celebrating the independence, they were plotting evil. And this New Dawn government taking Zambia police to guard Sampa. Why? This is why we say police is under capture. And this is why we are saying New Dawn is sponsoring Mao Sampa. How can the entire police be guarding Mao Sampa? They didn't have a permit and they went into one of the most, distinguished buildings. The same man you insult day and night for stealing. You are both stealing by you don't have a PF mule whatever, but at least Edgar Lemutali Lembuto Tabale Lembuto Abena PF, they were stealing, but their works are showing their infrastructure. That Mulungushi Conference Center is a world class. We are kuma airport kuliani world class. So Mulungushi get yachtika, Kuzambia police kulia, bashitefe bachitile, and they registered the whole change of party names within 24 hours. They cleared and vetted everybody overnight, which is another criminality. And every well-meaning Zambia need to condemn this. We cannot have a government committing crimes using government's machinery under our noise to lelumba. You people cheering the illegalities, the raping of our Zambia constitution under our nose. Shame on you. For what? Because even if you cheer Mao Sampa has no people. All the people, they are going to follow Edgar. You are just creating commotion for nothing in the country. We have far more important things to worry about as a country. People are dying. There is no food, no medications, If our people set up to have with all this necessary farming inputs they need. They are busy dramatizing the country instead of focusing, giving us reports. Fertilizer input in Gayarisa, Tabanga Yarisa. No one is talking about that. To support Mao Sampa, who has no following. Even if Mamupela party chochine PF, Mamupela Shinat is the party for PF, he has no people. People will follow Edgar wherever he goes. So all this drama is all for nothing. And it is a shame because you have compromised Zambia police, you have compromised the registrar, the woman who signed for those names to be changed. I'm told her life is under threat. That woman can be where her life is under threat because of remember New Dawning. You are compromising people's lives. And I hear a woman back register, but you pressure her to sign. But from there, you bulldoze your way and take those names into parliament to impose Chabinga as a speaker. And Chabinga is supposed to be elected. Yes, Mamani.
Where it is clear, and we have been told on this program that emotions have been used to do that. You know, it is very important when you talk about separation of powers, Mama Kumili, because those powers that you use, they equally vote. And people, there comes a time when people are tired of being used. UPND, you're busy sponsoring junkies. Those junkies will take you nowhere. In society, there are people that don't speak, but watch your atrocities and will teach you a lesson. Zambians were happy to have elected an economist, hoping the economy will improve. But alas, we don't know where the calculator has gone to. Maybe the calculator has been thrown away because we were promised an improved economy. But it's just gone haywire. You've seen the rate of the dollar. We are getting to 23. It is a shame. Because now the Zambians are thinking, did we vote on promises of lies? Because it was all lies. Look at the scams that are happening in fuel. Fuel determines everything in a society, in a country. Once the fuel goes up, it is usually automatic that everything will go up because it's not matching the remunerations of the people. But usually African leaders, when fuel goes down, it's very difficult to find the food basket going down together with the pricing of fuel. Merchandisers always want to make a killing when the price of fuel goes down. So we have a hope in these leaders that they are going to execute these decisions wisely to the advantage of the electorates, because the electorates are watching and they are waiting, and time is clicking, UPND. And so far, there is really nothing meaningful that you can actually talk about. We've addressed the health issues. We've addressed the free education. We've addressed the scams of CDF. We've addressed the scams of NAPSA. Right now, NAPSA doesn't even have money for that partial payment. NAPSA have run out of money. NAPSA cannot pay the populated Zambians that are eligible to that partial payment. It is a fact that NAPSA has run out of money. Let's not go back to the Lusaka and the Ndola Kitwe highway that is being constructed, because friends of the party were actually brought in, people with no money, and they were going to use the Zambians' money to construct that road in the form of investors. That's why for me, I call them infectors. They are not investors. They are thieves. They are infectors. So those people that don't come out and talk like me and Tumulo are the people that you UPND should worry more about. Those are the dangerous people that will come and teach you a lesson in 2026. Because us talking here gives you an opportunity to actually change in the way you govern the country. And it's not everybody that will forever agree with you. In life, there are people that will not agree with you, but will give you a solution when you are going wrong. But the problem with UPND, anybody that criticizes the current government is an enemy of the state. That is not the case. Thank someone. For me, I would rather someone is bold enough and comes and tells me the truth, that the people are saying ABCD about you. It's either you change or you are going nowhere. But you think we are frustrated. Me and Mama Pumulo have a lot to do in this world, but we have chosen to fight for the Zambian people that are being marginalized. Thank you, Mama Pumulo.
Thank you. Comrade, welcome. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Munia Zulu, Honorable Munia, can you unfollow the page and follow it back? It's giving me an error. Go ahead, comrade.
So ndefo okulanda pofe pali ya bachera iria and then naranda pona film. If you feel speaker to adaba because tuna chidabwa nicho. Chera post pa page pamyakwe. Thank you very much, Mr. President, for giving me that opportunity. Now on a double footy, but double na vena varemba film. So over today muno kwevati mwevinthu village. That's why sometimes mwanda ati fimuni chipante tafiri ni odefi mpya bofo village tika. And then kuya ku parliament na kwena au nakona ikawa na kwena ku parliament. Manje question ni kwete ni how come ba speaker badanga barakonka bwino constitution baisasara Chavinga our leaders of opposition according to what you were reading, Madam Pumulu. Ngofe mwachira berenga pati. Where is Chavinga fitting in parliament muti? Because yachando ko but where majority of the opposition yoko bafulire bafulire basala na leaders of opposition manje ba speaker babombeshe lunshi olo futi ni launch babombeshe muri constitution pakwe bati bese basaliranye bese basali Chavinga
Misconduct yoyine, that's why bale bachita impeach. That is misconduct.
So all of futi chimbocho nde papa ni chako bati like lero I saw the deputy Shanwa UPND at Williams Mayuli achira supporta na nkana tawe MPs ya misbehaving ni shansha no so na isa tawo not manje ifintu file ya kuisa ama MP instead wawe protected but everybody nakunta nchukulala ndakimbe manje rule of law nikuisaidia ama MPs tabali film parliament kulanda ba speaker eva bana kuntanshi barefu okulanda and bale support side yakuma na ntani yakuli baludini, which is not okay. So ichile fwa kwa speaker ngaba neutral kuti chawa inocho ninga kwa kofi. I think ucho tulechita ni chako but if we need to start choosing a speaker to amusala so that aba neutral, not the system ila to amwenira kuli ba mutire ila tule munaira because ama MPs in parliament wako itama rights kuna ndam parliament anything that they want to say they will be curtailed. They have no rights to speak in parliament. So a problem to find them. And then if in top of it national president put bachira edition national president bare edition ati dating kwanti always ukweba tinde chita select always in this always na sala dating kwanti chefiti. So concept ni wali some because ama ministers They are underperforming. Ama ministers bambi, they are not working. Mulan so wari tori kukula landa fiawe CDF ile chita shanshan ile chita party background taparo kibali chita. Kula landa fibali support fiawe free education whatever. Now to the supplies that I saw tuba icho tunono le. Utuba no tunono. Kulera ndokuba chawe bali taparo fiare chita chawe mafie nokuleta edigalu. Mai utuba no tuno tu grade tuna twena. Etulera ndekyo. Wati mwaba kurutu bafika pesa. So I think vanyu doni mingala toshabo shefu aikabashinjishe kuri delivery nokuchita vintu vili positive. Not kuchita deliver mukula konka edigalungu shanshani taparofe balechita. Bapose kofi amano. Time ino benga bombera. Ngafie kulalo shafia tawe opposition so ishanshani taparofe balechita. The best ways of your barandire Mr. Hakainde chile mfu barandire olo batitire baba salire ba winne peru speech ba perede ali pera na positive atawo bakachita bwino ba father bakachita bwino manje babapo ifintu futhi yatambuko lati instead bakonga ofu barandi but yatamba na fire chinje ifintu tapari fire chitika bwino bekale punch balolekeshe otherwise uko tulea kuntanshuku hawe fintu tafiwe mepena because insala ena ile ila kofi dora na ena ile chitikira kofi ile kwerera kofi tafile chinje fintu so imingala toshabo nangu nanka nofo barashi bomfye mingala lekeni bashibomfye muri positive way babayi bomfya positive fiara kukuntanshi and then na parliament mwine ba speaker ine issue ya impeachment yene itwalirire iye kuntanchi bamufinyepo mayo because tapari of your parliament always kala wafe chongo. This time you can't even feel good to watch parliament. Always kutuleta parliament tapari if they chitika kula supporter ya filo mpishe fukuchi.
Thank you. Like any brother Wesepo Twachichero kuisa because of my time change, but I'll come tomorrow because you need to hammer on this. We are going to review what's going to happen in Parliament tomorrow because as the situation stands, the MPs have met the one-third night. We are waiting for this woman to be impeached. We cannot have the speaker as an agent of dictatorship to destroy the freedom which Zambia has fought for. Yes. So, comrade, you are next. Thank you. Comrade, is it Wamule? The floor is yours. Mama Nike, you have the closing words.
Well, my closing words are exactly like you. Let's wait and see what happens tomorrow in Parliament, and then we will make our analysis from that. But I pray and hope that the Constitution will not be raped, and that the Speaker will do the right thing, and they will refrain from this harassment of the opposition, of opposing the opposition member of Parliament, because it's not all the parliaments that are opposition. There are some members of Parliament that are there as independents, but we have seen the same oppression happening to all the members of Parliament, be it independent or opposition member of Parliament. And so we are wondering, where is the democracy in Parliament? The democracy in Parliament is not being respected. But of course, when you don't respect the rule of law, what more democracy? So we are here, we'll be talking, we are fighting for the democracy of Zambia, and we all await to see what is going to happen tomorrow. Otherwise, keep listening, and the rest will be history one day. Thank you, Mama Pumu.
Thank you, viewers. I know a lot of people watching. Maybe we should stay on longer, over 400 people watching, because, you know, when something is happening, so, Pano, you know, we are here, we are talking about this whole constitution thing and the raping of our democracy by our current speaker. And we know the background of this speaker is that she was handpicked. She was not elected. So let's get this straight. But Nelly Muti was not elected. She was handpicked. So that's a crime number one. And me, that's when I cut my ties with UPND. When Nelly Muti was imposed as the Speaker of the House, that's when I cut my ties. Because Nelly Muti, even her professional career, she has things hanging over her head, you know. She has things hanging over her head. Go and Google on Google. I won't even explain. She has things that are hanging over her head. And me, I didn't agree with the appointment of Nelly Muti. That's when I cut my ties with UPND because I knew it. The way she was appointed was another raping the economy. I'll call a spade a spade. But Hakainde, the manner in which he imposed Nelly Muti as the speaker, he raped the constitution of Zambia. It was an illegal appointment. And believe me, this is going to be one of the charges against Hakainde when he leaves office, because he committed a crime the way he appointed Nelly Muti. He didn't allow democracy to happen in our parliament. He didn't allow the members of parliament to vote and choose a speaker for themselves. So we saw the law was infringed from the beginning. And now, Hakainde, since you impose this woman, the speaker, on our honorable gallant men and women, why are you looking the other way while this woman abuses honorable men and women in parliament? Why? Honestly, Hakainde, do the Zambian people deserve what you're giving to them? Like Ukulala in Salah is not enough. Is it not enough that the Zambian people, they are buying milli meal through their noses? Is it not enough that the price of milli meal is almost 300-400 kwacha? Is it not enough that the price of fuel is 30 kwacha?
Mama Pumulo, never mind the price of milli meal. You have to include the price of cooking oil,
exactly,
as well as the price of sugar.
How do you sleep at night? Salad because my eyes block plastic paper. How do you sleep at night, Hakainde, knowing that you are the president presiding over trillions of dollars worth of minerals under the Zambian feet? A child in
Muzambia nomba, Mama Pumulo. Muzambia nomba badi ambokusha tu salad mutuma plastic bag.
And you are a president who has the instrument of power to change this. Zambia, we are all millionaires. I'm telling you. Uranium. Look at the value of uranium. Tatulanda kuma emerald, kuli lithium, kuli gold. Honestly, Vendetta itself, it didn't even go through parliament for Vendetta to come back. They are raping the constitution. That's why they're watching a time bomb. But Hakainde, your presidency is a time bomb because you are allowing the raping of our constitution. You have allowed the single sourcing blatantly. You have forgotten that Zambia is for Zambians, it's not for PF. You have forgotten that the wrongs which were did in PF are still wrong under you by UPND. And Zambian will hold you accountable. Me now, when I'm speaking to the Zambian people. I'm not even speaking to UPND or Banyudon. It's a lost cause. Let us count our losses. Now the job is to educate people so we realize what kind of mistake we did and to expose everything. If you're to Alanda Po, they are putting illegality on illegality, criminality on criminality, and the shame is grown men cheering criminality. Zambian men, you are a shame, some of you. And I applaud.
I'm trying to fix the kwacha, Mama Pumulo.
Yes.
trying to fix the kwacha by bringing the rate of the dollar down when they know that it's a temporary measure. It will not stabilize the economy. So whatever they are trying to do is in vain. Stop using shortcuts to stabilize the economy. Let it be stabilized once and for all. Be a government that when you leave office, the people of Zambia will say that was a government to reckon with. Mwanawasa left presidency through his demise, may his soul rest in peace, but he left zero debt in Zambia, zero debt. And so we would like to see the economists of this country do the same. We are now going to go to 3 years. We are hoping that in the 4th year, there will be miracles in Zambia. But at the moment, it's just increasing by the day. Day after day, nothing is getting better in Zambia. So the government of the day, please stand up, pull up your socks and make the lives of the Zambians better.
It's a lost cause.
Instead of being defensive all the time. I wonder, these same press singers who are always so defensive, we always say what was good, what was bad in the PF should not be good in the UPND government, because that's why those people had hope for Zambia, saying maybe if we change government and put these people, these economists, our lives will be better. So let's start seeing those things happen now.
They won't happen.
Anyway, Mama Pumulo.
Yeah. You know, let's just call a spade a spade. Zambia, we shot ourselves in the foot. The only thing we have to do now is start building cases against this new Don government and show them the door. You know, even if they perform miracles in the last year of their governance, how is that going to help Zambians? Is it going to bring up all the people who have died due to negligence of these people, lack of procuring medicine, lack of food security? Is it going to fix all these people who have been hurt? No, it won't. So we just have to start building, count our losses, and we know for sure, honorable parliamentarians, you did your job. You have met the 1/3 required to impeach Nelly Muti. And if tomorrow Nelly Muti, she should actually just pack and go. We shall see how she behaves tomorrow, because the constitution is the boss. And if Hakainde is trying to impose his way over the Zambian constitution, his day of reckoning will be coming for Hakainde. Yes, because he's the one who appointed her. And I want to say, I just remembered one thing. A lot of you praise singers, you are saying, tell us what's wrong Nelly Muti did. Down talking to people is misconduct. If you are not respecting parliamentarians, that is a misconduct. That is misconduct. It's a violation of human rights. When you talk to people in a demeaning manner, you are causing them anguish and pain. You are torturing them. Dehumanizing members of parliament who were elected. Some of them are wives, some of them are husbands, their parents, their wives, their families, they are watching them. When they're in National Assembly, it's a national thing. It's a global thing. Even if out of Zambia, we are watching the deliberations of what is happening in Parliament. And it is a pain to see a speaker dehumanize people, talk to people like nothing.
Actually, you people like Munia Zulu, you need to sue the speaker for causing anxiety and stress. Every time, like JJ Banda, people like Honorable JJ Banda, Munia Zulu, when they go in parliament, they are mocked. That is a serious crime, it's torture. Can you imagine how Munia Zulu feels every day going to parliament and not knowing what to feel when he's in parliament? He is booed in parliament. Honorable Munia Zulu is booed, and the speaker is sitting on her chair and allowing that to happen. She should condemn it. So, even individual members of parliament can take Nelly Muti to court for dehumanizing them, embarrassing them, causing them anxiety and strain and stress and disrespecting them. It doesn't matter that if you have the highest office in the land, one of the most powerful offices, it doesn't give you the right to start treating people like trash. No, that's why there are laws to protect people, respect human beings, treat people with the sympathy, with respect, and the credibility they deserve. Members of parliament were elected. Ellen Mama spray singer Umungulu, what crime did Nelly Muti commit? Nelly Muti has committed a lot of crimes. You are naive. Ngani Mufialo Fibi, she will be sent to the cleaners and Nelly Muti will be broke. Because by the time they are done with her, she would have sold all her properties to settle AMA lawsuits. People suing her the way she is degrading people in that parliament. In other countries, they don't play like that. You have to respect people. Otherwise, they will take you to court and you will compensate them for all the anxiety, embarrassment, dehumanization you have caused them. And the next thing, if we have a clean judiciary, Nelly Muti will pay. I'm telling you. She might not pay now while right the HH is a president, but the day is coming.
Right now she's enjoying immunity.
Yes.
But you know, to every citizen, a time of reckoning always comes.
Look at Trump today. Trump alikuisarelu. Yeah? Trump was in court today. So just know, you are treating people like doormats. Unless you die, posthumously. People will come after you to get their justification. Now, your estate will pay those people. Yes. Yeah. Enough is enough. Honorable Monia Zulu, court cases. Sue Nelly Muti for causing you humiliation, distress, and anxiety, and in parliament, and embarrassment in parliament. Every time these young youths they're in parliament, they are treated like they are pieces of trash. And all of you ministers there, parliament 30 years, instead of working with them and helping them become better members of parliament, you sit there and boo youths in parliament. It is a shame.
Parliament almost 30 years. They need to take retirement. Because that is the perpetual salary for them. Yes. We have the youth now wanting to take up leadership positions, but if you are doing 30 years in parliament, Nishi, what are you going to do what you did not do for the Zambian people? Isn't that abuse of authority also to have to sit in parliament for more than 30 years? It becomes like Wamuyayaya.
It's misconduct. That's why we are saying now we need to find out the ways, what we need to do to start impeaching these MPs. I'm going to think what the constitution if I downloaded the constitution. My next job is by youth. If your MP is not working, let impeach him. Impeach
your,
Hello.
even if they don't go into your record.
Hello, Mama Pumulo. Fimbi filefu okufuira mu parliament. Filefu afika fuile mu parliament. Because only their brains are important for that parliament. The world is evolving. We need fresh ideas and solutions. But abantu abafuma mu 19 fendera uko, they are still in parliament, thinking like they were thinking in the Kaunda days.
But mwachusha abantu imwe. Mwachusha abantu. Bana maya kula papira mumpanga. Na maya le papira mumpanga pamushiro palenda pali diamond pali lithium. Shame on you. Na package fuma GX20 panganda.
Very sad, indeed.
We need to talk to the youth. The youth in Shibuken.
Yeah.
Munia Zulu is joining. Yes, Honorable Munia Zulu. Go after Nelly Muti for all the embarrassment, anxiety, pain, and anguish she has caused you. Balakuwera parliament, Murianga Wai. She's supposed to contain that parliament. I'm a members of those people are your fathers and my grandfathers. Even Garawera Munia Zulu parliament. The floor is yours, comrades.
Thanks, comrade. You can imagine some people will be 25 years in parliament come 2026 doing same things. And you expect them to change their thinking. How? One thing I know is that the judicial review process is in place. The lawyers are working on it. Parliament is our rightful place for us to speak to the Zambian people. There is no way we are going to be stopped from speaking or asking questions. That shall not happen. We've met the threshold to move that motion of impeachment. Number one, I read in today's tabloid somewhere where the speaker is saying, which standing orders have I breached? Standing orders are a creation of the Zambian constitution. The supreme law of the land is the constitution. Madam Nelly has breached the constitution. Forget the standing orders. The constitution is instructive. So why should we rely on the standing orders that she does not respect herself? Why should we respect her decisions when she doesn't respect our rights in the house?
Exactly.
I was not taken to parliament by Madam Nelly Muti. And I think as members of parliament, we've been a bit kind. In fact, not a bit, we've been too kind. If you've observed all the time when members of parliament start their debates, they start by saying, thank you, Madam Speaker. Instead of thanking the people that voted for them. What are we thanking her for?
Yeah.
Why am I thanking the speaker? For me to speak, I should thank her. I should be thanking the people in Lumumba.
They probably think that they are respecting her when she's not respecting anybody.
I should be saying thank you to the people of Lumezi for having given me the mandate. But it's like we are trying to develop some kind of respect, which is not reciprocating. So that's why my last two debates, I just said, why am I thanking her? This is someone that if it's a fight, you think that they'll spare you with punches, not knowing that they want to kill you. That's the kind of a person that we're dealing with. We have a problem. The constitution is very clear. And can you imagine? The so-called leader of opposition, Chavinga, has no command in the House. No MPs are following him. So how is he the leader of opposition?
He's an imposter. He's an imposter.
He's debating virtually.
Why is it? Is it in the constitution to debate virtually?
No.
Does he have COVID?
No.
So why is he debating virtually?
He's got state police escorting him wherever he goes. He comes to parliament with state police.
Because
He's scared of his
he's
own.
debating verbally because he's a mole.
No.
He's a mole.
Not
He's
only
not
that.
man enough to stand in that parliament and debate with the people and interact with the
He's
people. He is a
of-
mole.
He's scared.
Why should he enjoy all those state privileges?
He's scared of his own MPs that he's leading as leader of opposition. How? He thinks that they're going to lynch him. It does not work like that. You just see state police all over parliament building, guarding Chavinga. Guys, what's the fear? I go to Rumezi with no security whatsoever. Why should I fear the people that I'm leading?
You know, I think Honorable Munia, this Chavinga is scared of the PF cadres. Because you members of parliament, you cannot do anything.
No, but if he's scared of cadres, there are no cadres in parliament. So what is he
There are
scared
no
of?
cadres in parliament.
There are no cadres in parliament, they're only members of parliament. And then, how come he's being congratulated as leader of opposition by the ruling party and not opposition members? How?
It's all fake. They will go down together. They will go down together.
I'm not shy to mention, on the 13th of November, I'll be celebrating my 36th birthday. All right? With permanent abode. The current leader of opposition has no non-permanent abode. So if indeed it's true, he's the leader of opposition, where do we find him?
You mean he lives in the sky?
You know, this 3 months tenancy, he shifts here, goes there. It's difficult. Phone numbers, you change every week. How?
Conman.
What type of leader of opposition is that?
Yeah.
So we have a crisis, but we all have a solemn.
These are attributes, Honorable Munia, these are attributes of conmen.
Exactly.
When you see somebody doing such things, then attributes of a conman.
Today they take you to this house that I stay here. A month later, I stay there. Phone number, we are tired of saving his phone numbers. Me, I've even stopped.
So is that a person who can be a leader, Mamupera representation, a big job like that? Can you give a person such a huge responsibility?
Can you imagine?
With a non-fixed board?
Watch here. And it's
And
not.
we play too much Mozambique. I'm a games, I'm a UPND.
And remember the background. He was one of the lead guys in the liquidation of the Post newspapers.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, he worked with Lewis Marshall to close down the Post. Then he was a darling to the PF. He has flipped. When UPND loses power, he's going to flip.
But you know, I want to be like you don't play such dangerous games. My games here, Shania, where people's lives are involved.
And with no fear.
He has fear now. That's why he's coming in live via Zoom. Actually, Zoom.
And then he posted on his Facebook page saying, I didn't sanction the motion of impeachment as leader of opposition. There are no such rules in parliament that leader of opposition should should give permission.
Who tells him that? When you Pangama constitution, you know, they think we are so ignorant. They think we are so ignorant. We can't read the constitution.
But you see, you know, sometimes our friends should think through things. Huh? You pass a law making livestock theft non-bailable, and then in the country you have what you are calling anthrax. Then you are saying you are taking your cancer patients to Tanzania. Because
Zambia, yeah. Honorable, sorry to cut you. Zambia was one of the biggest cancer hospitals.
Exactly.
Everybody outside, outside Zambia, won't say Africa, Zambia, to be treated for cancer.
In fact, they were calling it the healthy tourism.
Exactly.
So you can't have everything crashing at once. The dollar being declared the second worst performing currency, millennial prices, fuel scandals at energy, everything is just going halabaloo. How? How?
The government, they are deaf and dumb.
And you see,
now we have stopped addressing the government. We are just talking among ourselves because the power is to the people. You know.
Now you've got cadres duping marketeers. Yet they're saying they're not cadres. No.
I heard something that touched my heart. This gentleman put it well that women are forming cooperatives.
In this day and age,
5 households are coming together. Uyuabika po 50 kwacha, uyuabika po shani 50 kwacha. Cooperatives are being formed. 25 kg. Where on earth?
Not what a problem.
Kabidi to the Mudi Savannah we could take.
When Savannah we could take one thing.
When and the sad part is they would want to suppress any. You see, personally, I didn't wish them to fail. Because when they succeed, the country succeeds.
Exactly.
When they fail, the country fails. But they've taken us on a very dangerous path. They don't want to listen. They want to use the police. It can't work. It can't.
I'm a policeman. Honorable Munia Zulu, those policemen are also Zambians. They also go and vote. Sometimes I feel sorry for them because anyway, the government they know the repercussions of not performing. They do.
And you see, how do you just Mao Sampa decides to be president? The same things he's done before, and you trust him. How? Just how? What if tomorrow he flips on them?
Which he will.
Yeah. Sir.
Go ahead.
Which he will, because you know why, Honorable Munia? Because in Bemba they say, "Uakalema taleka."
Kale.
So uyo wine mouse stamper, they'll continue creating a monster. Bale busha fe chibanda. Beyonce, ichibanda chalala kofe panono, nganachi pepe nsunko, chalala kopanono, elo futi
Then
chabuka. That's what is
the other
happening.
surprise is the Anthony Mumba. I don't know whether he accepted to be the whip of the PF or not. It will be interesting to know tomorrow if Anthony will accept or refuse.
That one forget. It was obvious from the beginning.
But I'm told he was booed on the Copper Belt yesterday.
Oh.
Yes, I'm reliably informed. So it will be interesting to know what his personal decision will be.
Okay. Kawidi, once abantu, they will go back to the people aba voted. Elo bakaya mona whether they are popular or not. Because abantu abavota eba kabasambilisha. They will teach them a lesson.
And the issue of CDF being a scam. How? What will they tell the people in the constituencies? I was telling JJ, I said, as when we go to any town on the Copper Belt, Lower Pula, Northern, we are respected by people. Which MPs do they have in the ruling party that command the following we have without a flag outside our respective constituencies? There is none.
Very true.
There is none.
So for supporting Kangombe, you are deemed being disrespectful, indisciplined. Yeah.
We didn't exchange words with her.
When their own MPs support each other, it is well.
So
chiwamira galo kuluma mbuzi, yosati mbuzi kuluma galo.
Africa.
Honorable
Sir.
How are you, sir?
Go ahead, comrades. Go ahead.
Okay.
I want to ask my honorable.
Please.
My data. I love the way you debate in the parliament. That's amazing. The way you debate.
Under difficult circumstances.
Honorable Muniazulu, are you safe in the parliament? Because that day we saw they wanted to arrest you outside the parliament. Do you feel, are you safe in the parliament?
No one is safe. Let me check if I have my privileges up here as I'm talking to you. No one is safe. You see what they have done. They want to kill democracy. The rules do not even allow anyone to come and effect an arrest on parliament grounds, okay? No, I don't have my standing orders here. But then there is breach of the standing orders. So what can you do? They break the rules with impunity.
The day of reckoning will come.
No, all those that have been breaking the law are documented.
Yes.
We are documenting. Because we can't be a banana republic.
No ways, no ways. Hell no.
So Parliament has what you call sergeant at arms, their own security. But now we are seeing Zambia police land cruisers surrounding Parliament so that members don't.
What is that?
How? Never.
You know, it's because even the sergeant at arms is at pains to ask somebody to leave the house because they see the biasness that is going on in that parliament.
You see, the other thing is that people talk, huh? amongst themselves, they don't agree with most of the decisions, but you know, no one wants to come out in the open. They come behind and say, "Oh, no, this is wrong." That's a
Because
challenge.
they are scared of the repercussions
Exactly.
that will follow them.
So you find that people just wake up, make wrong decisions, and someone will come and whisper, "IV, Steve Omera Navwe."
But you know, we have a constitution. I think we have given too much power to a president, because I think everything is bordering on the president. He is the one calling the shots. And I think we as a country have to make amendments to where right now it's like everything is pointing to the president, to be honest. Like the president is the one who is enforcing this reign of terror and using the speaker. So the speaker is the one who's ordering the police to protect Chavinga, who is an illegal leader of opposition. All that is like criminality, basis criminality. And this is where I come to ask the Zambian men. You know, there are a lot of Zambian men out there who are educated, who have a lot of political, you know, know-how
You
and
know,
information.
in Kenya today, the speaker who is from the ruling party has suspended 10 MPs from the ruling party.
Imagine.
That's
Wow.
impartiality. The speaker in
from
Kenya,
the ruling party.
Yes.
the
Wow.
speaker himself is from the ruling party.
Eh.
The 10 MPs he has suspended are from the ruling party. And that's the type of people you need.
And you know why that MP, the speaker in Kenyan parliament, can do that? Because the MPs elected that person. So if the MP doesn't do their job, they will be impeached by the MP. So this is what we need in Zambian parliament. We need to elect an MP.
Remember, when Christopher Kangombe was being asked to leave parliament, the Kenyan speaker was in the chamber watching how bad and democratic we are. And upon his arrival in his country, he shows us what democracy is all about. It's sad for our country.
Ama point of orders yaratumona yali mungulu yali.
And you know what is very funny? When we raise the point of order, we are told that you know the procedure.
But when about UPN nga bachitaraise ama point of orders. Yeah.
There is no procedure.
Speak.
Okay. Tuachula.
Okay, there's a question for
you.
There's a question for Honorable.
Problem veni ba speaker bavene babikire kwa inetabangu mfusha bwino ine. Okay, even watching parliament this time, you don't fushe chifukushi. Chikanga venga TV now kwa toto befie ubukari.
Just going there, nama tempers.
Yeah,
ine umfwa fili obukari. What more mwe bali fie muri amwine mwe bali nani? Mumfwa shani. Ine de umfwa obukari. How manji?
Anyway, we'll continue talking tomorrow, but there's a question for you, Ramonia. It says, what if the government requests the World Health Organization and the UN to help Zambia with the spread of anthrax? We know that anthrax can also be used as a bioweapon. Now, I don't know if we are even talking about these things, because these are some of the things we're supposed to talk about in parliament. How is the spread of anthrax become so like what is it? Yes, you know, because it's anthrax can be used as a bioweapon, and you know
now. Right now, it's to eat chicken, avoid beef. Then how do you speak in parliament when you know that you have 8 minutes? Out of 8 minutes, after 2 minutes, you are curtailed. Help us how we can be speaking in Parliament, Reverend Bakwares.
Because under that woman leadership, new course.
They want you to just say, yeah.
The problem is that woman is too emotional. I don't know katwishi kungana fichitika shanyoko vekala nshaishiva.
No.
Ngawaisa mu parliament manje nishi kula chitave kateo. Okay, fida tafiwama fidia. Fida fida tafiwama.
She's 68 years old.
68?
Yes.
Wale kefe vaikala kunganda. Tabalo vale chitamulia.
Wisdom.
Retirement age mission.
That's 64.
65.
Because you see, wisdom.
We can a position up to 68 years old.
She's twice my age. Come on, at that age you want to leave a good legacy. Now you want to leave scars. How? How do you leave scars?
68 years, she will die in jail.
Yeah, we backwood.
She has nothing to lose.
Exactly. Oshamwali Shimona.
Me, I'm one of the people she has 3,000 retirees.
Shaku pension.
Yes, I'm one of the 3,000 people. No, but when someone is buying a plane, that's
moyo takafume.
Simza mchoza moyo. Wakapona constituency uti. Yankulia kumie.
But 68 years, sure.
Arguing with
68.
How? Me, I should argue with someone who's 68 years old, sure. We want to acquire this. Even if you want to give me bad domain, when I papa.
Return to send the Barakana. Whatever fear. In and I doing a bad domain, no co send the Mumala.
Chap.
Yes, your mother can curse you. Not too late to tell your moon to return to send. Bad domain.
Yeah, we're not. She's trying to differ with.
That's why my youth in parliament, Mwaikatana Fimudia, Mwaikatana. Not to Grekana, you are youth, see, you are young people who can change things.
You know where the problem
you can stand up for each other and support each other.
You know what the problem is? They imagine themselves at our age. Where were they? That's a problem. To them, they think we have achieved so much at our age, so they must oppress us.
That is a backward way of thinking. You know, Nalikwata have a grandson, Kali 8 years, but if you Kanya, like times have changed in the relation name winning. If 8
you
years,
can imagine.
Mungulu 8 years, Mungulu, Ikana, Kachtefi, Tatuale, and the number to
You see, we have this crop of leaders that believe we should all be beggars.
No.
That's a problem. And curing it is not easier. It's not going to be an easy undertaking. They'll try, but I think God will be on our side.
The they
Takwa. How do you work in such a toxic environment, Nolan Pakwadis? You are
And
going
you
for
know, if I want you know, in Zambia there are social classes.
Mm.
They want to keep poor people poor, and because I notice even on social media bloggers in Gabalelanda, even you know.
Akapatulula.
Yes, we have put ourselves in social classes. You know, that's why you see even appointments I have a president like the tops on Valena and Avena Matomola Kweba president. Mukatrole Kishalilali, you know. The rich getting richer, but they pero to Porto Finondo, Avena Chiponganawasa, you know, people who don't even know, people with big names, money continue running in those families. And with that, that's why I am here to say we must change that narrative.
It's not these old fellows that can change that narrative. Those ones can't change, unfortunately. You see, you still have
that's why
people that when they see a young person doing fine, they're upset. How do you handle such people?
I was into nothing change. Because yesterday I saw something, Mukukari remember something about Tukana Abantu Facebook, and then by KBF by remember something, and then Mukuka responded as well, pay 5,000. So this is where we have reached a position where politicians, they controlling youth by giving them mama pocket change. Mama, it's like in Chito. Something change. No. Zambians, you can do better than that.
Mama Kukulo,
But they have created the poverty. Mamona, why can they stop the poverty?
Kabidi, they will create that poverty. Pakutira, abantu baleranda fefya wele. Mamona, pakutibale balipira. That's what's happening.
And they have
problems. We have problems.
Anyway, we'll be okay. We know we continue talking. You are there.
Ine CDF nga walodesha bena baramuleka ba UPN kupati kwa ba MPs baku MPs baramuleka kwati barachita buno ku CDF but nga wa ma constituency yabo taparofu bade chita nabo.
No, but look, you haven't observed that they want to cite Sunday Chand as the best performing MP with CDF, who is an opposition MP.
They are not talking about themselves.
Generating a narrative on social media that things are working when in reality they are not. And not even one MP from their side is showing us that the ambassadors of CDF. How?
Like they are very manipulative. That is the worst thing about this government is manipulation of people's minds.
I've come to accept one thing. Huh?
That's why Gary Kulanda Marimu Papo Gary Kulandaranda this time. See?
You see, in life, playing with a rich man is dangerous. You know, when someone is extremely rich, they don't want to see someone else reach their levels. So they'll just be using people. Any problem.
But you know, except that if you mafia Muzambia, these people are rich of Zambian wealth. It's not you know, all these people on the political scene, they were not born, they didn't come from rich families.
No, it's not generational wealth.
Yes, Tabaishiba. So, which is really sad, is like you have an opportunity to get rich over your country's wealth. You don't want to pass that to the poor Zambians who deserve it. But is not any different from you and me. In fact, me, I'm better than him because most of these politicians are they came from nothing, and to watch them and see them do this to deny Zambians a chance which they were given. Like people like Munia, our sons and daughters, so we have given them much more. I was born in a city, but then we have the 70 years. With nothing. Yes. With nothing. No, but why are they holding on a blessing for Zambians? Why? So we end here, guys. We'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow will be hot because we'll review what will happen in Parliament.
Tomorrow will be interesting.
Yeah, will be. Tukatwalirira nokulanda pali abene bakamushi abo twatwere ku parliament abakamushi abalechushi abena Zambia will keep on propounding.
And you see, they are focusing on
when they are impeachment. When Wednesday. Okay.
But
today
they may remove it.
Oh.
There are two things that may happen. Suspend members so that the motion collapses, or because if they suspend members, meaning we can't bring that motion this year, it has to be next year. Naikosa.
She's an illegal member speaker because she was not elected. You didn't elect her, she was imposed. So her tenure of office is illegal.
There are no records of showing votes that she was voted for in Parliament by members of Parliament.
Let them that impeachment. Let her produce where the members of Parliament signed to elect her.
Oh, it's not there. There are no such records.
So what means she's in an illegal speaker? She should not even be presiding on that house.
It's a
what gave her the authority? Those are the questions you'd be asking. Imama Speaker, what has given you the authority to preside over this house?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why Zambians didn't see this, huh? You know,
asking questions. Okay, me, I have the Honorable Munia Zulu. You have a record from your constituency who voted for you,
yes.
Yes, you have you have record from the ward. You can produce that
Commission
evidence.
of Zambia confirmed it.
Yes.
I even know the numbers I won with. So the result
and you can print out, go to ECZ and print out what has given you the mandate to be in Parliament. Now challenge Madam Speaker.
I will share with you the PDF copy on WhatsApp for the whole country from Electoral Commission of Zambia.
So because you know what? They create that confusion so that you lose your train of thought and then you start arguing without logic or numbers.
They don't want
documents. Such people
the other day, remember the other day, ZNB Sirene story at Mausampa was with the American ambassador. Then the embassy refused that. No, that's not true. How does ZNB run such a story?
Imagine just because of the dates, you know, like American dates, month first. So yeah, in 11/5, May 5, they use that to try and
manipulate the fact.
So how many things has the NBC told the country that are false?
Yeah. They are manipulating everything. Actually, the price has reduced it. But you 20 kg. It has not reduced. Why are you over 20 kg at the price has reduced?
How many
people are going to manage to buy mili meal to ShopRite? Realistic na panga sensi. Abekala kumusha abantu bakala kwanza
fertilizer muma villages because of transportation costs. The villagers cannot get to the depot where send fertilizer.
Zambians balachula abantu twalipusana ene kandi mbone na dinner yandi. My dinner is very simple.
But benzima.
Kuli benzima.
Natulanda over these people's medulla oblongata mwandi ati ushumfa patu no napati ingita kumfwe.
No, but I'll share the documents just now on WhatsApp so that you have an idea of all the constituencies in the country.
But navenda kube kushaba bantu baso kula takuli kulanda kana documents pale ulelanda ngabaku muri 8 minutes now type akale. The way to deal with such people is to go prepared with everything in black and white.
I don't think so if he can even talk about that in parliament under that woman.
But you know, if you put something in paper, they can't stop you. If she refuses to take it, you can distribute in other members.
You see, the best person we have there is the first deputy speaker, Tractor Sangano. She has never chased nobody.
That woman
has argued with nobody, and she has earned the respect of the members.
Oh, speaker,
Best.
Hey.
In fact, that's what we want. Come vote. Come vote. So, I'm grateful that you've hosted us. I hope to join tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is Ubuntu. We are here for Zambians. Anything for Zambians. Anything to benefit Zambians because we want to change lives of Zambians.
The country succeeds. If they fail, we all fail.
Yes. Like me, I came here 23 years ago. Now, 23 years. I can retire. Should have come at 68 years or 70 years. I'm thinking of retire. Number 70 years.
Can you imagine? Have any problem?
Kibutata. Easy.
No, let's have
thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I'm happy. At least twachitako interact na honorable na mamamis babiri abarangumfusha bwino barankoseresha. At least twarasambirira mu fingers time goes by. Mulampanga chishinga teti mbepe.
Thank you so much.
There is one presidential aspirant in opposition. At least he's got one member of parliament in our midst. He follows you people religiously, but I don't know which account that he uses.
Pante president Naim.
No. PNUP. Ivy follows this forum religiously. That I know.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about this so-called
No, you people, let me tell you what Honorable Munia Zulu is telling the truth. You know, that man we are talking about is a very good gentleman. I have interacted with him before.
Yes.
He is very
having lunch
he
with
looks
him on Thursday.
at things. Yeah,
Awo
he
natumulenda
looks
pali
at
mawo
things
sampa.
objectively.
Natumulenda mulenda
Awe
pali mawo sampa na mapinga MP.
I had lunch with him on Thursday.
Noti bali abeesanukye bali abapepe ensunko ero babwesha mutima ero futi bapepe ensunko baluka amajanki noti aboyo.
Is having replace night.
You know, Zambians are good people. I've never seen such good people. Like in Ghana, Zambia, you know, the youth, they are so nice. You think I am a Teondela and they are going in vain?
And you know, UPND should have paid attention to this fora because on TikTok, it's only insults. Some I even failed to open. When an insult left,
they pay attention. This page is clamped. You know, the attention they pay to it is clamping it and reducing the reach in Zambia. Because this page, their pages are growing. But for me, this page is clamped. You know, whatever they are doing, people are not seeing whatever they are clamping this page. But the good thing is that we have we have YouTube and people watch it offline. And when you share in the WhatsApp groups, people can see it. Yes. So the only secret is we reach people by Muma WhatsApp group and tagging people. That's why they're tagging after the opposition presidents so that their followers can watch. Otherwise,
no, it shall be well.
Otherwise, guys, it's been nice talking today.
Bye-bye.
midnight in Zambia. Thank you very much, everybody. Honorable Munia.
Thank you very much as well. Have a blessed night.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
In 11 a.m. here, my Loyon Kesa. Yes.
Perfect.
So 21 hours.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. Thank you.